With the help of one ummah, I'm raising money for orphans in the war-torn and poor countries like Syria, Yemen, Afghanistan, Gaza, Lebanon, Malawi and Bangladesh. If you want to get a share in this reward and help these cute orphans, link will be in the description. What the fish is going on here? This is a grown man with kids. Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. So there was a clip going around of Sneako saying that he wanted everybody to become Muslim. People like Alex, Jones and Elon Musk then started calling for his deportation. There was a back and forth and they agreed on having a debate.
I've read the Quran twice. It is a battle manual about to take over the world.
That's the thing with these statements. Yeah, they're just slogans. They sound very good and appealing to the far right people, the people that hate non-whites or that hate Muslims in particular, because we've got the ethno-nationalists and the civic nationalists. If it did, forget taking over the world, we'd at least be able to save and protect the Palestinians from undergoing a genocide. The challenge still stands. Give one verse of the Quran where Muslims have been told to kill innocent non-Muslims.
Orthodox Islam in the Quran promises to take over the world, and we have separation of church and state in this country, and we have people saying every household will be under this. That's not the same as the New Testament.
He knew it was coming. He knew it was coming. Because they're like, yeah, you guys believe everyone's going to become Muslim. Yes, but the point still stands. Not through force. People will see enough evidence, be convinced by it, that they will accept Islam. This is not a difficult concept to understand. And he's literally quoted that Bible verse. Look, that at the name of Jesus, every knee should bow, of those in heaven and of those on earth and of those under the earth, and that every tongue should confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. So even they believe when Jesus returns, every tongue will confess, every knee will bow. And you only need to read the book of Revelation to know what they believe will happen in those times. For example, in Revelation 2:27, it says that God will be ruling with an iron rod. And then in Luke 20:43, it says that the disbelievers will be like a footstool.
Saying every knee will bow to God when they finally see God. But there are 50 plus Islamic countries. Most of them are 99% Muslim. There's only a few Muslim countries where Christians can live in peace. Islam is expanding.
That's clearly not true. The guy's not done his research.
That's why I'm against Israel. It's expansionist. It is elitist. It says greater Israel. It sees everybody else as subhuman, at least Ben Gvir in the leadership of Israel.
Oh, so when it comes to Israel, you're not going to blame the religion. You're not going to say radical Judaism, because in their interviews, you need to listen out. They're saying, oh, God told us. Oh, it says it in our book. So over there, it's just the leadership. Yeah. And when it's certain extremist groups, no. These extremist groups represent the whole of Islam. Well, the KKK, they were obviously Christian. Are you going to label all of the West based on the KKK or the Lord's Resistance Army or the Christian Serbs that got their tanks anointed by the priests and they had the crosses on there as they butchered and committed the genocide of the Bosnians? I mean, don't play this game. It's boring.
How would I be deported to a country that I'm not from? I was born here in New York City.
Yeah, I mean, Sneako, my point was rhetorical, saying that we need to deport that ideology.
So for him going on social media and saying Sneako should be deported, when he's confronted in a debate, oh no, it's just rhetorical. I didn't mean it. I was just joking. Sheesh.
So you don't deport me, you want to deport Islam.
What I'm saying is that jihad and dominance of our culture needs to be opposed at every level. I obviously didn't mean literally.
Yeah, so that was a stat that I put there saying 1% of Americans are Muslim. 1%. They've got bigger issues to deal with. This Muslim thing is, you know, there are certain powers that be that are trying to forward the scapegoat just so the rich can keep lining their pockets.
And I said I meant it as an allegory.
You just meant it as an allegory, yeah? He was being metaphorical. You know Shakespeare, don't you?
It's in the Quran. I pay the tax, I convert to Islam, or my head's chopped off. Which one is
It
it?
doesn't say that. It doesn't say it. You said you read the Quran twice. It doesn't say that
I can show
anywhere.
you 1,000 imams reading the hadiths of the Quran. No, there's three things.
Hadiths are not in the
Medina,
Quran. You
and-
clearly
and-
haven't
and-
read it
and-
if you think hadiths are in the Quran. Think hadiths are in the Quran.
Hadith in the Quran. What is going on? He thinks the hadith are in the Quran. Yeah, and where that statement that he's saying throughout the whole 1.5 hour discussion, he didn't give a single reference. That's the problem with these people. When they speak and they spew the hate, they know they can't give the reference, because if they do, they're gonna be caught out.
In Christian language, something similar. I don't know what type of Christianity you are. Every knee will bow, every tongue confess. I said, inshallah, the whole world becomes Muslim. I believe I have the truth. I want goodness for the world. I want you to have the truth. Christians want other people to become Christian too. Why
Yeah, Christianity and Islam are the two main missionary religions.
should I hide? Why should I act like I don't want goodness for other people? Of course, inshallah, do you know what this means? If you know, you read the Quran.
God's will.
What is inshallah? God willing. So it's not up to me. It's not up to any force. It's not up to anybody forcing you and converting you with the sword.
And that's the point. Yeah, why do we even need to spell this out? You know what I'm saying?
Sharia means law. And
What
under
you said? I said it's the Islamic law. You just
Okay.
said, Sneako,
Sharia-
when I said it's Islamic law, then I'm wrong. Bullshit.
Okay, relax, Alex. We're just getting started.
What the hell is wrong with this guy, bro? Oh my gosh. Okay, so Sneako's point is, when you're saying Sharia law, you're saying law. Sharia itself means law.
Name one imam.
City councils
Name
have
one
votes
imam
on it.
who's trying to bring Sharia law in America. Where?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Name
I'm
one.
live on your.
Tell me, you said you know
Anybody can type in
20,000.
Imams called for Sharia law in
You
America.
said you know 20,000. Can you tell me an imam who wants to bring Sharia law in America, please?
Durka Muhammad Jihad.
Okay, you just want to just be stupid now?
So many imams want Sharia law. Okay, give me one. Surely you'd be able to give me one. That's the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen. Give one name, give one reference. They're gonna struggle. The reference that they then will give will not be saying what they're claiming.
Is the Zionist, Israel first, Likudnik, Ben Gavir,
Just say Jews.
psychos.
Just Jews, the Jewish supremacists.
No. The that particular, that's the dominant group running it.
Jews.
And most of the billionaires, we're talking about. Yeah. Oh God, I'm hiding for the Jews, covering up.
You
for them.
said
Yeah, Ben
Chi-Com,
Gavir.
so I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I love how I oppose the EU tyranny. I oppose big tech tyranny. I oppose the Chi-Com tyranny.
No, you don't. You support it. Elon Musk is big tech, and he's there
so you're
calling for
interrupting
deportation just like you. You allied with
Oppose-
Elon Musk.
oppose
He is
all
big
of the-
tech.
Very good point. Elon Musk is in cahoots with Donald Trump. It's not like he's allying with the grassroots small people. He's allying with Elon Musk, who's in the pocket of Donald Trump.
I don't care if you're a Muslim. I don't care if you're a Chi-Com. I don't care who you are. You want to fight? You fucking got one.
Okay, so you're
fucking games are over.
you want a war, you want a crusade. Now you're
Don't worry. You're gonna get one,
Oh.
pal.
you're gonna okay. Then well done. You just played into the hands of the Jewish
That's right.
supremacists
No,
controlling
don't
our
worry.
country.
It ain't.
Now, Alex Jones claims to be somebody that reads between the lines. He knows what's going on. And a lot of things, the guy was very good at what he did. Yeah, he made a lot of good points. But unfortunately and sadly, nowadays, he's using all of that background and knowledge to demonize Muslims and play at the hands of the very people that he knows are trying to weaponize the Islamic identity to put forward their own agenda. That's the bottom line.
What does jihad mean, Alex?
Jihad means following God's orders and carrying out the holy war. There's family. There's political. There's charity.
This is from Encyclopedia Britannica, yeah? I'm not even going with Islamic sources, yeah? Jihad in Islam is a meritorious struggle or effort. Struggle. The exact meaning of the term jihad depends on the context. It has often been erroneously translated in the West as holy war. Jihad, particularly in the religious and ethical realm, primarily refers to the human struggle to promote what is right and to prevent what is wrong. Ironically, Alex, according to this definition, is doing jihad.
No.
And there's military.
No, it doesn't. Jihad means the struggle of faith.
Are going and blowing up the Muslims and attacking them, and then you having the Jewish and Catholic charities ship them all in here pissed off, so then they can have Chertoff put naked body scanners in and grab our kids' testicles and vaginas at the airport.
Are you good?
Yeah, are you good? Are you chimping out?
This guy is an absolute caricature. Yeah, this guy is fodder for Sneako. The guy is going to be getting so many shorts out of this.
They brought in a bunch of radical, pissed off Muslims to create a crisis so they can take our liberties and freedoms and bring in all the Palantir surveillance. I understand the Hegelian dialectic of problem, reaction, solution.
Right, so if you understand that Muslims are being weaponized and the countries are being bombed, then certain people are being bought over and they are being allowed to do certain things just to forward a certain agenda, i.e. look at these brownies, look at these Muslims, so they can forward their own agendas that he's mentioned. If you know this is the difference between a donkey and a person. Well, it's supposed to be, right? Donkey just carries the books on its back. It doesn't read or benefit from them. Human being is supposed to carry and read and benefit. That's why it has dominion over the donkey. So don't be somebody like this guy. He knows all the names and everything, but he's misapplying it deliberately.
Only 8% of the immigrants are Muslim. It's predominantly coming in from Catholics, from Mexico, Hindus from India, and the Chinese. Elon Musk, the guy that's amplifying you, is behind this. He banned a lot of people for opposing his H-1B visas. His team is predominantly comprised of Indians through H-1B visas. They made it clear, and Trump just said, that he wants to go to war to defend India. They're okay with immigration. They're not anti-immigration. They only pretend to be by demonizing Muslims.
The guy came with facts. And this is just one example of him just laying into Alex. Alex was completely out of his depth. He came unprepared. He underestimated Sneako and he got cooked. He got battered. Yeah, this was really bad for Alex.
Cousin marriage is allowed in the Bible too. Look, more boomer slap Alex. Cousin marriage is allowed in the Bible. You know.
Yeah, so Alex kept mocking, oh, you're gonna marry your cousin, or you guys marry your cousins, etc. Okay, I just gave you the verse on the screen, which was God encouraging cousin marriage in the Bible. No Christian should be able to talk about this, frankly. Yeah, sit back down. Yeah, your God is encouraging cousin marriage. So if you believe it's barbaric, then you believe your Lord is barbaric. Yeah, you think it's disgusting, then your God encouraged something disgusting.
There's so many similarities between Christianity and Islam.
The Old Testament. I don't. There's a new covenant. So you support.
Okay, the new covenant. Let's get past that, because Jesus said, "Do not think that I've come to abolish the law. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them." And then he goes, "Therefore, anyone who sets aside one of the least of these commandments and teaches others accordingly will be called least in the kingdom of heaven." Alex, do you want to be least in the kingdom of heaven?
Multi-generational first cousin marriage.
And he tries to be a bit technical. Oh, multi-generational? No, of course not. There's enough evidences. Yeah, you can just read the Shafi'i scholars. Yeah, I think it's Ibn Hajar or Imam Nawawi. Explicit, clear statements when I was doing some reading, just the Shafi scholars alone. So many points of them talking about the medical issues of multi-generational cousin marriages. But again, they're not going to bother, right? He's read the Quran twice and apparently it's a battle manual.
We both love Jesus. We both think he's returning. We both believe in the Immaculate Conception.
Do we all die after Jesus comes back?
That's the problem. Anytime Sneako made a really good point, Alex would just divert. And he told him many times, but that's the problem. Yeah. As people, and I speak to myself before I speak to you guys, when you're speaking to an interlocutor like this, you have to maintain and stick on the point. Yeah, he made a very good point that the Muslims are expecting the return of Jesus, and we believe that we'll be united. Rather, on the flip side, when you look at what the Talmud says about Jesus, that he's being cooked in his own excrement. I mean, look at the difference right there. Yeah, get him, comment on that, Alex. What do you think about that? No, he's going to jump to something else.
Do we all die after Jesus comes back? There's a day of judgment, but he's going to...
No. We all die when Jesus comes back. We all just go to sleep.
No.
Not immediate. No, it's not how it happens.
No, of course not. What is he talking about?
How about I become a Shiite with you and we take swords and cut our heads and for 8 hours I just march away.
That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Or I could be a megachurch Christian with Kenneth Copeland drinking my blood. I could be with Erica Kirk shooting fireworks off my ass and twerking. You want me to do that? You want me to drink blood with Kenneth Copeland on a stage, fly around with like Louboutin?
So Alex came with the energy. Sneako matched it. Yeah, he matched the energy. Let's see what Alex is gonna do after he matches his energy.
I get it. You got sects of Islam that are crazier than others, just like you got Christians, you know, with rattlesnakes.
Yeah, so don't use the small minority to demonize.
There you go. There you go. That's what you gotta do. Highlight the hypocrisies and then just wait.
2 billion people. Inshallah, you become Abdul Alex Jones.
What the fish is going on here? This is a grown man with kids. Yeah, it makes sense. He's against Islam.
I just want to wear a nightgown. It's the style.
Yeah, kind of. What do you think Jesus wore? You keep doing this. How did Jesus dress?
No, I don't like that about
You said
Jesus.
I follow a foreign religion.
Yeah, anything that they mock about Islam, they have to contend with in Christianity. Yeah, when someone tries to do this, they're just exposing their own religion. Yeah, he starts talking about a nightgown. Jesus wore robes. Jesus wore robes. What are you gonna say? Oh, he was wearing a nightgown. Your God was wearing a nightgown.
Wait, Alex, where's Christianity from? Where's Christianity from? You said I follow a foreign religion. Where's it from?
It's from the Abrahamic religion.
Oh, now, the rhetoric comes in. Yeah. Jesus was born in Palestine, Bethlehem.
Durka, Muhammad Jihad.
Wow.
It comes from your Jewish supreme leaders.
The joke's not even making sense, frankly. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, brilliant performance from Sneako. Yeah, mashallah, the guy has become what Andrew Tate should have become. The guy, mashallah, is good enough that he can hold himself in these interactions. And mashallah, brilliant. That should be encouragement for a lot of young people. And this guy, it's only been a few years that he's accepted Islam. And he's able to go head to head with people like this. How many Muslims would be able to, conduct a debate like this? Yeah, and that's why we got to wisen up. Yeah, we got to use these sorts of interactions as motivation and encouragement for us and for our children. Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.